Welcome to Beyond Astro K and welcome to Sagittarius September 2021 Tarot. Now this is just a daily reading. If you'd like a full reading, head to the description where all the details are below. Hello Gemini, Sagittarius, how are you? So Sagittarius, I'm doing your September 2021 tarot message. So a lot of your energy, Sagittarius, is in your 10th house, which is like the highest point in the chart. And, you know, this is where you get your groove on. This is where you're going to shine. But, you know, there are some craziness that's going on because, you know, we have Mars in your 10th and it squares Neptune in your 4th. So there's this like huge push and pull when it comes to like your career and your home life. You know, there could be, there can be some distorted truths going on because your energy is going to be all about your career, basically. You know, it's also to do with your bosses. There could be some drama and arguments that happens. And, you know, because Neptune's involved, you know, you might want to just chill at home more, just want to like create. But then your career is pulling you forward. Yeah, so there could be some drama that's happening. This could be like bosses piling more work on you. You may have to go overwork. You may have to be a bit more diligent. But then, you know, you actually want to rest. You want to tend to your home. You want to tend to your family. So this can cause you a little bit of frustration. We also have Mercury. You know, we've got the new moon, which is in your 10th house. So this is actually really great for you to be wishing for something new in your career. It could be wishing for a new job. You could also be wishing to work for yourself or, you know, work more at home but in a different kind of space. You could also be wishing for a new boss. You know, in fact, a new boss could actually come. And we have Venus in Libra, which is in your 11th house. So this is actually really, really great because with Venus being in your 11th, which actually helps you, you know, things can sort of calm down when it comes to like your goals and also your friendships. So you could actually gain new friendships now. You could find yourself a bit more charming. You know, the charm could actually lead to new opportunities, which actually helps your career in the 10th. And, you know, if you have Mercury in your 11th and it trines Saturn in your 3rd, so this is great for like big communication. If you're seeking something new, you know, contracts can go definitely well. Some of you actually may sign like a new contract. You could also find yourself a bit more serious when you're in communication. You know, you won't really miss a beat. We also have Venus. It trines Jupiter in your 3rd. Yeah, so this is, you know, some of the energies here are actually really great for you. You know, even though the 10th house, you get the 10th house does square you, but still it actually benefits you, you know, some of the aspects. So Venus in your 11th, trining Jupiter in your 3rd, you know, great for learning new skills. If some of you are writers, this is a great time. Charm actually does go a long way, but also nice communication going on when it comes to like relationships, your friendships, your goals, who you associate yourself with too. And then, you know, during like the ending, we have, you know, let's not forget Mercury retrograde which is going to be for a while, which is in your 11th house. So this is like friends, old friends can come back, old creativity, old goals can come back to you, which is actually really nice. And especially when the sun goes into your 11th house, this would like give you a bit more of a lift because the Virgo season could actually see you having a bit of So when we come to like your card messages, you know, you have the first card, you have the Tower card. And when we see the Tower card, that is, you know, there's going to be lots of sudden changes that are happening. And I do feel some of these changes are definitely to do with your career because this is highlighting your career. So don't be surprised, Sagittarius, if there's something that is said behind the scenes or there's something going on behind the scenes when it could be concerning you, but it could be concerning like bosses. And, you know, a boss could actually abruptly leave. They could be fired, or they could also want to retire. I do feel there's a lot of changes that are happening, but these changes can be very shocking. They can be very quick, okay? And it actually may shock you. There's not a lot that shocks you in this world, Sagittarius, but something definitely is going to be happening that's going to really like open your eyes, like, oh my God, you know, because I feel a lot of you do actually know that the world is actually changing. And, you know, your work life is actually changing. Even your goals are changing. So even you could decide, I want to just start all over again. You could decide, I just want to start from scratch. You could shock your friends. You could even shock your partner too. You also have the Two of Swords. And this is about, you know, being blinded to what's going on in front of you. But even though you have swords cards, like the Three of Swords as well, the Two of Swords is showing you for, you know, Virgo, September month, that before you even pursue anything going forward, you know, really look at like the details. Don't be, you know, don't be doing anything in haste. Because, you know, from the Tower card, there is haste happening. There is some shocking craziness happening. But for you also, you know, I feel that you want to go alone. You want to do things alone. But you could be blinded by like the small details. The 10th house is actually highlighting details when it comes to career. So don't forget the smaller details. Don't, you know, because there can be some overexcitement that's happening. Or it can actually be anxiety that's happening within you. So it can make you do things very quickly. And you're blinded by details. You're blinded by not looking at the smaller print. Okay? And, you know, we have the Three of Swords. And even though it is, you know, it's in the heart, this could be a relationship happening. This also could be you, Sagittarius, you know, especially when the sun moves into your 11th house. Some of you may decide that you may want to go it alone in a relationship, or you may even decide that you might be cutting off some, you know, there might be, it's not even about you cutting off, you might be walking away from situations, people, places, and it could actually lead to heartbreak. And you might not want to be aware of it. So hence reason why, you know, even though the blinded, you know, you don't want to see the truth. So it is about connecting to your heart, but it can actually be quite hard for a lot of you to connect. Because, you know, if we are going to go back to the past, for some of you Sagittarius, some of you may have been hurt in the past, and it could be many things. It could definitely be a relationship, but it could be many things. It could be many situations. It could be from a job, it could be from a friend, and you decided, that's not going to happen to me again. So I'm just going to always move forward. You know, if something bad is happening, I'm going to find a way to move forward. But then we actually leave heartbreak along the way. Okay, so this card is actually also saying, you know, to really try to be still in the situation that's going on. If you feel hurt, try and emote it as much as you can. And if someone is hurt by what you've done or what you said, it's really important for you to like listen. Speaking of listening, we have the Knight of Pentacles, your last card. And it is about a message of love, a message of money. You know, I feel like, you know, especially towards the ending of September, you know, going into that, your 11th house, things just start to look up, you know, because during like the first couple of weeks of September, things are just a bit, you know, it feels like everything's up in the air. You know, but when it comes to like the end, moving into your 11th house, there can be some great communications going. And I feel if whoever you associate yourself with, Saggies, it could actually, you know, it could bring lots of opportunities. And if some of you are in a relationship, there could be new beginnings happening. Okay, there could be an opportunity for you guys to enhance your relationship, especially with Venus in your 11th. Some of you are single. You could meet someone in your group circle, or someone from your group circle could actually introduce you to someone, and they may be very high profile. not necessarily famous, but you know, they are very, very well known. And this brings like not only a new love, but a new goal, a new opportunity. You could actually learn a lot from this person as well, which I feel a lot of you Sagittarians are actually happy about, okay? Because from the stress and strains that some of you will be feeling from September to the ending, it just ends really well. And yeah, when you look back, you might shudder a bit like, oh my God, how did I get through this? You know, I wanted to move away from this. It was so hard. But towards the end, it just gets a little bit lighter and a little bit better. Okay. So Sagittarius, that was your September 2021 reading. Thank you very much for listening. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. Also check out Empath Butterflies Tarot, who does daily and love readings for all the signs. She's also on TikTok too, as am I. So yes, thank you very much. And, you know, feel free to, you know, leave comments. Tell me how September's gone for you. And I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye.